Greetings, everyone. Tonight I'm going to talk about a very beautiful young woman who I've had a virtual relationship with for at least 3 years. Now, I've mentioned her on my channel before, but I never called her name. I just spoke around it. And tonight, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And this is an example of one of those individuals who I believe it is important for me as an older woman to endorse. A young woman who I saw beauty and I saw strength of character in spite of what we see on the outside. What I see in this young woman, I was able to look past the exterior and even look past some of the things she was saying in order to get to know her. And the more I listened to her, the more fascinated I was with her. But one thing that was certain is that she had greatness in her. Okay, now I'm going to go to Facebook and I'm going to look up her page so you know who I'm talking about. Jenna Dunn. Now I started watching Jenna as we come to know her. I think her name is Peter Gay. But I started watching her when one of her videos went viral. And I think it was the one with her talking about her boyfriend cheating and her having this conversation with her, her mate or a matey as they would call it. And it was hilarious. Now, at the time when Jenna would speak, her language was very colorful, let's put it that way. But there was something in her that allowed me to look past all the things she was saying because she's a very colorful character. She has kept me company many nights before I go to sleep. I've listened to her story, and Apple, I'm sure you are one of her fans because I see you so many times on her live. Now, before I get into the meat of the matter, I'm going to go into messages or conversations I've had with Jenna starting August 10th, 2017. See, when I watched one of her live, I decided to look her up on Facebook and to contact her. August 10th, 2017 at 14:31. And I said to her, thanks for doing a topic that is meaningful in the Jamaican society today. Child molestation is a real problem there, and women are very much a part of that decay. Talk about it, help the girls speak about this ugly thing happening. You really can make a change. Do it your way, but know that you are a beautiful Black woman and be aware that the world is watching. I am, and I support your growth. Bless up. So that was my first message to her. In September 12, 2017, 21:19, I sent her another message. Okay, I'm not going to share everything. I'm going to share the ones that I think is most important. One message I said to her, Jenna, you speak of not having a friend. Don't feel bad about that because it's our closest friends that often do us harm. You love that girl, but there were signs of her using her opportunity to embarrass you on your show. You have history together, so maybe you can still be friends, but never trust a woman who put your information out when you are the kind of person who can do it yourself. So there was a friend that you had that used to be on her live, and I saw that this friend was not a friend. In fact, this friend was an enemy. And so I sent her this message May 22, 2018 at 13:52. Now, keep in mind, I have my eye on this young girl because I saw greatness in her. I said to her, and this is May 22, 2018, I said, stay focused. Big things in the future. I'm watching and proud to see your growth without pretending to be someone who you're not. Stay true. On March 8th, I said to her, hi, Jenna, I saw your interview this morning. It's a turning point for you. Long before anyone else knew the real purposeful side of you, I knew you would have been a change agent. I told you then, now I will tell you again. Great things are ahead. Stay humble, stay real, stay blessed. So we're talking about 3 years of going back and forth inside her Facebook and message her. There was one point when she said, who are you? This person keeps coming and saying all these things and I don't even know what you look like. And I'm thinking, don't worry about that, Jenna. What I'm saying is stay focused. Now, when I saw her on her live, at that time, anywhere at over 1,000 people per night would be watching Jenna. And I remember saying to her in one of my messages that not even the Prime Minister had so many people watching him. And to me, that was a mark of greatness. Now, most of the people that were watching her then liked that side of her that was open, that side of her that, loved just to be real and sometimes very raw in that realness. Until something happened to her. One night she was going home and she was kidnapped, essentially. She was in a vehicle with another female and a male who kidnapped her and took her out of her way. And, because Jenna is the person who she is, she was quick on her feet and she started reasoning with the persons who would potentially bring her harm. And she told them that she was a mother and she told them that her family was depending on her and she pleaded her cause. And when she came and told the story that night, there were individuals who were saying that she was lying, but I knew she wasn't lying. And I know that was a very pivotal moment for her. I knew at that time it was going to be a turning point. She told her story and she cried and she was also so humble and so happy that her life was spared. And she said there had to be a reason for her life to be spared. And I saw a change in Jenna at that moment. Now, I'm in WhatsApp. I'm in WhatsApp, and this is January 16th, 2019. So that was sometime last year. And I said, Jenna, you and Ray had me laughing so hard tonight with your topic. I love you, girl. Do you remember me inboxing you on Facebook to tell you that you'll be doing great things on your platform? I told you not to change, but to use it as a cause of the command and presence, because of the command and presence you have with young people. So proud of your growth. I am a supporter. Stay blessed. You are why I don't judge young people. All you need is guidance, encouragement, and I'm telling you right now, stay blessed. I said to her, you are going places. All your dreams will come true. Travel, overseas, a home, your own child, a partner. In fact, you will be, and I'm not going to tell you that part. I'll keep it private. And so I went on trying to explain some things. So she had some questions. She was doing a topic about Obia or something that I think when they legalized Obia, she was asking questions she didn't know the answers to. And I was providing her with information and trying to let her understand what this whole thing meant. I said to her, I know you believe in a supreme being. I know she believes in God. And I said, he has his hand on your life. Even the Prime Minister of Jamaica has not held as much person's attention on his life. But you, Jenna, got hundreds, even when you're just fooling around. It's a blessing, my little sister. I am very proper and conservative, and I watch you. Even when you used to behave badly, I saw your greatness and wondered if you knew who you were or how blessed you were. And of course, she always responds. One night I was watching her live and she didn't know what the Canadian money looked like. And I sent her a picture of the Canadian money. And I'm saying all of this because, Jen, I want you to know who I am. Because for the longest while, you would say, I don't even know who you are. You keep encouraging me, but I don't know what you look like. Okay, I'm going to stop here for now. I'm not going to play any of her messages to me. I'm not going to repeat any of the things that she said to me because those were in confidence. Jenna, tonight I'm calling your name and I'm saying, I'm so proud of you. I'm so very proud of you because it is so easy to judge young people. It's so easy to just be critical of somebody, especially when you say you're religious. People say they're religious, and when they see the young people turning up and sometimes saying or doing things that they don't approve of, instead of taking them aside and encouraging them and counseling them and showing them the way, we judge them, we condemn them. And many of these individuals have greatness in them. When I say greatness, I mean greatness. Because the beauty of this thing is that the universe will choose whoever is necessary to do a particular job. And you nor I have the power to change anybody's circumstance, anybody's destiny, I should say. So we can assist in physical ways or financial ways, but we are not able to physically change anybody's destiny. And I saw greatness in this young lady. Now, Jenna, I decided to do this today because I listened to your interview and I was crying. And I heard you say you thought you were going to cry because you would share your story about how you got kidnapped, but you didn't cry for that reason. And I want you to say that those tears that you cried today and that overwhelming feeling you had, that is God. That would be the God in you that was rising up to say, look at you. Look at the job I have for you. Look at how when you came to me and you asked me to direct your steps, I heard you and I was listening to you. And it goes to show that we can't judge anybody. We're not better than anyone, regardless of our social position or financial position, who we think we are as religious people. You are that prime example of that young person who was chosen to do a particular thing. Now, there are all kinds of people, doing good in the world. But the first time I saw you on the road feeding the hungry people, I was just so impressed. And one of the things that make me sad is that you have not had the support that you deserve, but nothing happens before the time. You and your family, let me not leave them out of this, have been a support system, a network to you as you are to them. And your mom's story, oh, Peggy, I know you're listening to this video too. Peggy, I cried when you shared your story about things that happened to you in the past. I cried when I hear your story, how you struggled and how you're there for your children. And I see how your kids surround you and offer you love and support and how you're there for each other and how you motivate Jenna. Even when she was behaving badly, you didn't judge her. Sometimes you give her a gentle nudge. I remember the night when she was talking about her ex-boyfriend and you would just say some things to her because it's your way of pulling her in by guiding her without judging her. And I see that your relationship with each other is not fake, it's real. And your auntie, being there to support you, and your brothers, man, what an awesome thing. Listen, your family will reap the benefits. You'll be totally blessed because you guys have a good heart and you're humble. Now, sometimes when Jenna comes online over the years, this girl is raw and unfiltered, but she's so humble. There are times when she would just show her environment around her in its natural state, fixing up nothing on herself, just being herself. No makeup, no nothing. Jenna, I'm not as bold as you because I tend to be very cautious about how I look when I come on. I'm vain like that, and you're not. And you are the kind of people who can be used to do great things. When I hear you on the interview, I was so proud. I cried because I thought to myself, look at this young lady who is about to do great things in her life and also great things in Jamaica, and how easily I could have judged you and judged your situation because of where you live, the way you present yourself, not knowing people, not realizing that, the universe or the God, whomever you serve, can use whomever to do whatever. And I'm doing this video because I want someone who's listening or watching this to say, do not judge folks. Don't judge people's physical appearance. Don't judge anybody based on how they speak unless you see that these persons are being spiteful in what they're saying. No one is perfect, but when you get the opportunity to do better, do better. So there are times when I would go to Jenna and gently remind her who she is and the power that she carries with her, and to tell her to be responsible with it. And I didn't have to tell her once. She's never been offended, ever. She was always open to correction. And if you said something to her that she misunderstands, she's going to ask you to explain it. There are times when I remember saying something to her before and saying that the reason why people like her so much is because she has no pride. And she misunderstood that. And she could have been mean about it because the Jenna back then was raw. And she said, what do you mean? And I said to her, when I say pride, when I say you have no pride, I mean that you're not the type of person who's to show off, or you don't boast or anything. You're so natural. There's pride where we have national pride. We're proud about our race, but then there's a pride that is not good, the one where we think we're better than other people. I had to break it down, but she misunderstood what I meant. But she was so humble, and she came back and she asked me to explain it, and we went back and forth. I love this girl. I love you, Jenna. I love you. I don't know you. I've never physically seen you, but the connection I've had with you for the last at least 3 years, it could be longer, between Facebook and between WhatsApp, always reaching out to you because I saw something special in you. And the way you've responded to me, your humility, I love that about your naturalness. And many of your talks, you're wise beyond your years, a young girl who have conversations that adults are afraid to have. Many people who listen to you, Jenna, older women, their relationship with their husband have been better because of what you would say on your show. And sometimes you're raw about it, but it's the truth. And that you would tell these women what is necessary, how to make it their relationship better. And you have these women who support you, who love you sincerely, as do I. And then when you're a young person and you have older women who are in their 50s like I am, who would listen to you, that puts a great big responsibility on you. And I think you took the job very seriously because you know when to taper things down. No one is perfect, and there's a lot more work for you to do. But the job that you're going to do, you're going to set your place, you're going to set your stamp in Jamaica, you're going to touch lives as you're already doing, and you're not getting the amount of support that you should be getting. And I don't want anybody to think that you follow anyone. You're way ahead. You've been doing this for a long time, but you haven't really gotten the support because people in Jamaica are very prejudiced, to be honest with you. And so if you were living in a mansion, you would have gotten a lot more support. Or, if you came from a different family, you would have gotten a lot more support. But it doesn't really matter. When you're being positioned for greatness, you don't really need the help of man. You just rely on the spirit, you rely on your creator, you rely on the family and the few supporters. And those who are sayers are going to be naysayers. Continue to grow, continue to stay true, continue to foster the love that you have in your heart towards yourself and other people. And I'm going to say this before I end, that every single thing that happened to you and your family in the past have molded you and created the Jenna that you are today. And you are a beautiful person. And I am wishing you all the best in life. And I hope you get a lot of support to do this thing that you want to do, because you're being very sincere in your love and your compassion. But more than anything else, you are very faithful. And so you don't go to church, as you've shared before. You've gone to church and got dirty looks at church because they didn't like your outfit. And because, it happens a lot. A lot of these Christian people, they have no lot or part with the so-called God that they say they serve. Because what God would you be serving when you don't understand that you as a person should be humbling yourself and should not judge other people based on their appearance? And that many young people come into the church looking for someone, an older woman, to guide them. And instead of getting that, they get judgment and they're pushed out. Bless up yourself, Jenna. Great things are in store for you. Bless up your family. You guys have entertained me. You've made me laugh. And even when you used to behave badly, and even sometimes you would say things that made me uncomfortable, I thought it was my opportunity to come and to encourage you and not judge you. All the best to you and your family. And as I said before, wonderful things are about to happen to you, Jenna. I love you. I love you. I love you. I really, really love you. Stay blessed, everybody.